The Innovators is brought to you by the Jamaica Yellow Pages, Heart Trust NTA, the Jamaica Observer, and Future Services International. Meet the Innovators, Yannick Page and Gary Matalin. Over the next several weeks, they'll be helping aspiring and struggling entrepreneurs to make more money. Yannick Page is widely regarded as one of Jamaica's most promising young entrepreneurs. She's a certified business trainer, and she is now the owner of the award-winning company Future Services International. Gary Matalin is the co-founder and director of New Stone Limited. This successful entrepreneur is also the co-founder of KLE Group, owners and operators of Fiction Lounge and Usain Bolt's Tracks and Records. This week, they will be joined by Patrice Wilson, Jamaica's first master mixologist and managing director of the Bars to Go Group. She has become a pioneer in her field of specialty by elevating herself, as well as the hospitality industry.
I am so grateful and thankful for the opportunity to be here on this, The Innovator.
Yannick, what's our assignment for today?
Okay, Patrice, Gary, our assignment today is Keisha Posh. She has a bar and a restaurant, and she wants to take it to the next level. So let's take a look at her profile.
My name is Corette Keisha Posh Brown. I am the managing director of K-Posh Sky Bar. K-Posh Sky Bar is a nice outdoor setting bar. We offer 3 different ambience. We have a pool room, we have a outdoor eating area. We also have a restaurant here that offers seafood, and then we have the ocean view at the back where people can actually go and enjoy the sound of the ocean. My mom used to be a bartender, so I grew up in the bar as well. I grew up knowing about the bar, loving the bar. So I've been in it since I'm 17. I owned my first bar at 19-year-old. I had to close it down because of personal issues, and then from there I've been working in and out of other establishments. The last 3 I've been manager and supervisor.
I've been working with Keisha for 2 years. She was my supervisor, and she carried me here with her as her bartender. She's a very nice person, very loving and very understanding.
Currently I only have 2 employees, 1 main person and then somebody who comes in on the weekend. Just like any other business, there's going to be challenges. This is my only way of financing myself. I have a 5-year-old daughter who I have to maintain as well. And my mom, because she's sickly, so I have to take care of her. I have a brother who is not of my mother's child, and my father died, so I have to take care of him as well. I know what I want and I have my goal set, so I'm going to continue to work hard to get what I want.
Let's meet Keisha Posh.
Keisha, welcome.
Thank you for
How you
having
doing
me.
today?
Not bad.
But tell us a little bit about K-Posh Sky Bar.
Alright, K-Posh Sky Bar is located on Port Ennis Road in Portmore. It's a bar and restaurant with great ambience.
What's the market you're catering to now?
My market now is a wide variety of people. I have business people, I have even kids, because it's a family setting there, so I have a wide variety of customers there.
When you say you have a wide variety of customers and you have even kids, you have a Sky Bar, but you have kids.
It's a restaurant as well. And as I said, we offer 3 different ambience. So we have the back patio setting where the kids won't have to interact with the customers at the bar any at all.
So the kids enter from a different...
No, it's the same entrance, but family come there with their kids. Parents bring the kids to eat.
You mentioned that you have a lot of challenges. What are the challenges that you face?
It's just 2 staff I have now, which is myself and 2 other ladies, so it's just 3 of us there now. For me, I have to be here every day because I am the cook in the restaurant as well, so I have to maybe get somebody else, another staff to do that so I can go out and do the work.
How big a restaurant is this? I mean, how many seats are we talking about? Give me an idea in terms of seats.
The seating capacity is the front patio, which can seat at least 20-25 people, and the back patio is very big. It can seat a whole lot of people, maybe 50 people around there.
Can I assume that you don't really fill those seats though?
No,
because you
no.
would never be able to service that amount of people with 3 staff members?
Not yet.
You started this business, you didn't do any research, did you?
No, I didn't.
You don't have a business plan, you didn't do any kind of formal business planning.
No.
You didn't do any kind of projections in terms of cash flow projections, in terms of, you know, what it is that you would probably earn from this business, how soon it would be profitable, what kind of cash you actually needed, you know, and that is something that really you started the business wrong.
The bar is like an academy. People leave work or leave home to come to the bar to get advice. It's so much things. It's a church, it's a school, it's everything really. And that's what I love about the bar.
Keisha, what I want to know is, are you a restaurant with a bar or are you a bar with a restaurant?
A restaurant with a bar.
So your main source of income will be from your restaurant sales. Okay, just to touch back on what Gary said in terms of training. Are you a certified trainer? Because you said that you'll be doing training for the staff, that you know, additional staff that you take on, stuff like that. Or are you going to get a certified trainer to come in to ensure that these staff are trained properly where customer service is, properly where health and safety is, training in terms of the actual operations of your business, and how to deal with the industry itself?
I did the bar course with the Stripe Academy the other day, but I think I would need additional training or additional help to help train the staff.
Alright, so you are a certified bartender. So if you're a certified bartender and your expertise, being that you're in the bar industry from before, is in the bar industry itself, why is it that you're a restaurant with a bar and not a bar with a restaurant?
Coming up on The Innovators.
You kind of put the cart before the horse because you've just come up with a concept in your head as to what will work, and you haven't spoken to who your market is going to be, and that's a huge downfall. I just say you're starting from a bad position.
I am so grateful and thankful for the opportunity to be here on this, The Innovator.
Who established all your recipes and deals with your cost control from a cost of goods point of vieue?
I do all of that.
You deal with that aspect of it.
Yes,
and,
I do.
and how stable is that?
It is stable just now because since I opened the business, I've been funding everything there for itself.
You kind of put the cart before the horse because you've just come up with a concept in your head as to what will work, and you haven't spoken to who your market is going to be, and that's a huge downfall. I just tell you, you're starting from a bad position. Keisha, I think we have enough. The plan now is for us to have a discussion about how we're going to help you. Your goal is to take your business to the next level. Your goal is to make more money. Your goal is to make sure that your bar is the place to be on that strip, and we're going to see how we can make that happen. So give us a little while and we'll invite you back in.
Thank you, and thanks so much for having me. The main improvement really is to have more customers, and for me to do that I have to go out and get people to come in.
I'm not convinced that she knows what the market wants.
There's no clear cut
There's
of what it is that the business.
And how the business came about is just, okay, Keisha has experience in bartending. She used to work in various bars. She's been doing this for a long time, so she's experienced at that good. But then you just set up a location, and then you're getting into the restaurant business, which you've never been in before. And that's a whole new learning curve.
It's a tough business.
And restaurants are a tough business.
How is it that she calculates her operational costs? Do she really know the actual profit it is that she's making?
No, I don't think so.
Off a meal.
So she needs some business training too, you know. She definitely needs some business training.
Support. She needs to be shopping the things at the right price. She needs to ensure that her recipes and her sale price are giving her the margin that she needs to be able to take care of her overheads and to make the profit that she needs to make.
Keisha, this assignment is a big challenge, I have to tell you the truth. But you know what? We think you're up to the task. and we're definitely going to try and help you out.
Keisha, what we decided is that you need to differentiate yourself. Your restaurant and bar has to be different. You're competing with a lot of people. So what we want to do is make sure that your menu options are up to standard and that you have a pairing with a drink so that what you're offering is something that your customers can't refuse. In the restaurant and bar business, you have to know your numbers. It's a business that you can easily lose your shirt. And so we want you to avoid that. We definitely want to make sure that you're better off after this experience. You need to be on top of your accounting. You need to be on top of your costs. You need to be on top of your spoilage to make sure that you're not wasting anything here, right?
Just to add to what Yannick is saying, the only thing I have to mention is that at the end of the day, what will make you different from everybody else that's on the strip is what it is that you're selling. So you have to get in game mind from day one, from now, that you're selling an experience. Once they step through your door, what they're coming for is K-Posh experience. That's what we're going to put together with the food and the bar menu.
If it's all right, I want to come and take a look at your business and see if I can get a little bit more insight into what it is you're doing and maybe make some additional suggestions on the operational side.
And last but by no means least, we feel strong that you need to get out of the kitchen. We think you need to get out of the kitchen and start working on your business to grow it, and being in the kitchen is a real hindrance here. So with that said, we're pretty confident that if you follow our advice, and others will come along the way, but once you do what we've outlined, we think you'll be on your way to your goal, making more money. So we'll see you back here. Good luck. Can't wait to see you again.
I will take all the advice that I've gotten from the innovators and I will go ahead and pursue my goal, doing what they said and doing the best thing for my business.
Armed with all the instructions, it's time to go off on the assignments.
Keisha, I must say, I'm very impressed with your bar setup. Just a few, we're just going to go through a few things that, we've discussed. In order to run an effective bar, you need to have proper bar tools. So we're going to go through the basic bar tools that, you need to have to do your cocktails. So we start off with our shaker. You have two types of shakers. You have the Boston shaker and you have the cobbler shaker, but as discussed, your establishment will be using the Boston shaker. And then we have our jigger, which a lot of people call it the measuring cup. I don't like the term measuring cup because when I hear measuring, I think about catering. Keeping it with liquid, so we use the correct terminology, which is your jigger. You have your muddler, which you use to extract the essence, the juices. We have our juicer, we have our bar spoon. I do not want to see you using your regular spoon that you're using, in the kitchen as your bar spoon. Bar spoon should be at least 10 inches long for a reason. So when you're doing cocktails by the jars, there is no way your hand will come in contact with the customer liquid. I realize you have 2 strainers and I'm very excited about that. Here why. That tells me that you really know about your bar tools. And then what I bought for you, Keisha, is the bartender's black book that, from time to time you can go through. Now, when you're making cocktails, when you have sweet and sour ingredients, it's always recommended that you start with your sour first. You will always hear, and I know you'll tell your staff also, start with the cheaper ingredient first. So just in case you make any mistake, if you need to, dump anything based on that mistake, it's always the cheaper ingredients that's been dumped. Now, what garnish is it that you use to garnish your drink? You don't just throw anything in your drink that looks pretty. That's not the purpose of garnishing. Garnish is supposed to complement your drink. So what you're going to use is you're going to use ingredients for things that you have put in your drink. So you will now be making the posh,
Right.
which happens to be my favorite drink.
Right.
Now it is a martini, and when you're serving martini, you always serve it in a chill martini glass. And because it didn't have a chiller, that's the reason why I told you to put the ice in the glass with some water for it to get an instant chill. Cool? So go ahead and make the posh so I can have a taste.
Patrice came to visit me today. She took the time out of her super busy schedule to come and teach me a lot about the bar And I am so grateful, I'm so thankful for her for this, because even though I did the bartending course, there's so much that you still need to learn.
Still to come on The Innovators.
I think that you have a lot of great things going for you. I think there are some things that you definitely need to work on and look at. Your food is outstanding. There's no question about that. As far as my experience here and what I've felt since I've been here, I think that you have a lot of great things going for you. I think there are some things that you definitely need to work on and look at. Your food is outstanding. There's no question about that. I think your entrance, though, as a first point of contact with your consumer, is really, really bad and needs immediate attention. The entrance is what gives the customer their first impression. You only get one chance to make a first impression. So you really need to try and dress that up and make that be inviting. The second thing that I think is very important is to really utilize out here. This is your money right here. A lot of people can set up restaurants anywhere they want in Kingston, but not a lot of people can get this. This is very limited, and you need to really capitalize on that, take advantage of that. How do you deal with capturing the customer experience? How do you get customer feedback? Have you thought about ever using customer comment cards and that sort of thing?
Oh no, I haven't.
To really capture the customer feedback and track it is very important. Something that I learned the hard way. You know, you'll get different things that you may not have picked up. And those things could be to do with the ambience, it could be to do with the food, it could be to do with the service. The key is that you're listening to your customer, you're responding to your customer, because the customer is what it's all about. You can build the most incredible place and have the greatest concept ever. If you don't have customers, you won't be around long. You need to tweak it a little bit and should be good.
Gary made a couple suggestions to me. He gave me a couple pointers and a couple ideas of how to move forward, what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. I'm gonna take Gary's advice and move forward.
It's now time to return to the boardroom and update the innovators of the progress made.
Keisha, welcome back.
Thank you.
How have you been?
I'm good.
It's been pretty action-packed, huh?
Yes, it has been.
But tell us about it. How has it been?
I have learned a lot from this. Thanks to Patrice from Bars to Go, she have helped me a lot in doing up my drink and menus. So now I'm offering combos on my drink and food. Gary came in, thanks to you. You have helped me a lot. You have showed me a lot of ways in which I need to improve my business, and I've done so. So there are still some itches that I need to get done, but with due time I'll do all of that. My revenues are much different now. I've took the advice from the innovators and I'm doing far better. My business is growing much better now.
I know you started working a lot on Facebook. You created a new Facebook page for the business. How is that working? Are you getting business from that?
Yeah, social media now is what it is, because now we're now in a technology world, and I realize that's where I need to be in terms of advertisement and all of that, and for people to get to know my company and my brand.
Your bar needs a web presence, and the internet is one of the best marketing tools for entertainment businesses such as your own. So what I'll be talking to you about is using Facebook and Twitter, two of the most popular social media sites in Jamaica and the world, to market and get the word out about your bar. Key things about Facebook for us as business owners is that they offer tools that are basically making it the perfect platform for you to market your business, especially for your type of business. Now on Facebook, and I'll demonstrate a couple ads over here for you. These icons on the right are what you call Facebook ads, and you as a business, you can have this ad being displayed, and persons who click the ad can then be taken to your Facebook page. One of the key things about Facebook ads is that you can target specific demographics. Now on Facebook right now, there are 14,000 persons in Jamaica who have put the word Portmore among their interests. So I think it's safe to say that these persons either live there or have a contact or some other association with Portmore. So we'll want the Facebook ads to show for those persons.
Social media is really where small businesses need to go right now, because I've learned so much. Even LinkedIn, I knew nothing about it, and now I link all my friends from Facebook through LinkedIn. I can actually advertise and market K-Posh Sky Bar through all these social media. I know this is a whole new dimension for my business, and I see my business going a far way through social media.
How are your bar sales doing based on the cocktails that are added to your bar menu? What are the feedback you're getting from your customers where that's concerned also?
Well, Patrice, I must tell you, it has risen since then, because now I am the only bar on the back road that's offering cocktails, and thanks to you, you have done me a whole lot.
So Keisha, the big question, the question we ask almost every time somebody comes in here. You came in here because you wanted to make more money. Are you making more money?
I am. I've developed myself and my company. K-Posh is now a brand and not just a company. And I'm grateful for the Innovators for that.
When you're in a service-oriented business, it's all about providing fabulous service for your customers. It's about creating an experience for them. And what she has done where the bar is concerned is she has taken it to another level. As a bar owner, you need to know your bar. You need to understand what it is that you have in your bar, what it is that your customers want. And because she has realized that she's the only person who's offering a full bar complement, what she does is make sure that she's on top of her game, always doing her research in terms of what it is that the customers need and deliver on that.
Keisha Posh is in a very tough business at a very tough time. Competitive environment is fierce. The economic environment is tough. She really needs to be sharp and be on her toes. The best part about Keisha is her attitude and her determination. She's definitely somebody that is open to learning and has an open mind, and because of that she would definitely do well.
Keisha Posh is fantastic. You know, there's so many lessons that people can learn from her as an entrepreneur. One of the things that will get her extremely far is that she's determined and she gets it done. Sometimes in life you sit down and you wait and you delay. She's very action oriented, and that's something that will take her a long way, and I expect that she'll succeed in this business if for nothing else because she's absolutely determined and she goes after it, and that kind of passion is one of the keys to success.
I'm so grateful for the help from all the innovators and the companies that have helped me to build myself. I am really thankful for it, and I've seen the results now in my business, and I know I'm gonna be able to do more businesses like this in the future.
For further information on any of our assignments, please visit us at facebook.com/innovatorstv or email us at innovatorstv@gmail.com. The Innovators was brought to you by the Jamaica Yellow Pages, Heart Trust NTA, the Jamaica Observer, and Future Services International.